Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video tour. Today I'm going to take you on an RV tour here with me of this brand new 2027 RPod 190. This thing comes in about 20 feet 4 inches, and this one was around 3,000, I think it said 154 pounds roughly. But I wanted to take a few minutes here, kind of walk you through the inside and outside of this little guy here. So let's step on up in here real quick. Now I did video this in the 2026 model last year, so not a huge amount of changes for those of you who have watched my videos and kind of followed me here. But let's get up in here and check it out. So over here, there is a slide out. So you got a 2-burner gas stove top with a flip up and down glass lid. You have the Furrion air fryer convection microwave, a little bit of storage underneath of the sink area. Nice big bowl sink, high-rise sprayer faucet. There is a window back there that opens and a little bit of cabinet space up top. Then you're going to have your 12-volt powered Furrion refrigerator, which has a freezer up top, refrigerator part on the bottom. Right over here is going to be the electric box, the breakers and fuses, a little bit of shelf space, some counter space, electric outlet, USB charger ports, 32-inch smart TV, shameless plug, my All About RVs YouTube channel playing right there. That's All About RVs, one word, hop over there for long and short form content. Bluetooth speaker connector up there. Then there's going to be some controls up here for your awning slide, some light switches here. Now, kind of looking down the hallway, we got the solar charge controller there, the on-demand water heater controls, and then you'll have your water pump switch, water heater override switch, monitor panel for your holding tanks. Looking right on down below there, you got your propane leak detector. There is some storage underneath of the bed down there, but that's also where the propane furnace is located. So depending on what time of year you might be camping, it kind of limits what you might be able to put down there. There is right down here the central vac. It does come with the hoses, and it also has a little dustpan vac part and then a little more storage there. There's 3 full extending ball bearing drawer drawers, and then there's also, looks like a little hanging closet right here too. Here on the right side is going to be the bathroom area right here. There's a large turbo exhaust fan up there, skylight up above, ABS tub surround, pull across vinyl door there, some storage and shelf space down below, porcelain foot flush commode, couple little shelves, backlit mirror, and then you have some little hanger hooks there. And then there is the new wallboard part right there, kind of a little accent wallboard for the bathroom. There's also a lock on the bathroom door there. And then your bed is kind of that east to west kind of sideways bed here. There's a window here on the left that opens, roller shades. The window in the front is that kind of like acrylic window that opens up, and it does have a screen and also a night shade there. Window over here opens, it has a roller shade on it. And then right there is TV hookups for a 12-volt powered TV if you wanted to add another TV, kind of like the one that was in the living room area right there. But a very rounded front end, so that it is a little more aerodynamic. You'll see that when we get back outside. Furrion air conditioner. We got speaker up here. Another speaker up there. And then you have this large U-shaped dinette right here. And there is storage underneath here. We'll kind of see this a little better when we get outside. This right here will actually drop down into bed mode, so you could sleep a couple people back here too. The window on the rear of the RV does not open. The window on each side of the dinette does open, and it also has roller shades there too. A very rounded rear end also. Right up there, I forgot to mention, that little blue sticker tells me the RV has a Winegard Air 360 Plus TV antenna on it, and it is prepped for the Gateway Connect, which is an aftermarket Wi-Fi system that you can purchase and then like subscribe to AT&T or Verizon or something like that, and basically use your existing TV antenna to bring in internet. talk with your salesperson about maybe adding something like that if you wanted to. Now back here to the outside, you can see power awning, has the LED light strip built in close to the body of the RV. A couple outdoor speakers up there, also a traditional porch light up there. Right down here is going to be the area where you would set up your 18-inch griddle. It was laying in on the bed in there. I didn't get it out. But there's a griddle here, electric outlet down there, a cable outlet so you could hook up a TV if you wanted to, a couple little hook holder things down there, a little table, and then a TV mount here if you want to do a TV outside. But you could kind of rearrange that a little bit depending on how you want to set yours up. And then right down there, it does have the gas line hookup for the grill and a hot and cold outside utility shower right here. Seen that motion light here kick on. There's the switch for the front cap light along with looks like USB charger port in there, but a decent size amount of storage underneath the bed. You have the heavy duty scissor jacks down here. And let's look underneath real quick. Let's see if we can make the camera do that without going crazy. Right there, enclosed underbelly. You have Goodyear Endurance tires, aluminum wheels, drum brakes, easy loop hubs, tire pressure monitoring system. You do have the deep tent safety glass entry exit door with the window built in that's Lippert thin shade ready. And this is also prepped for that longer door handle that can go on here. If you wanted to add that, you could do so. Down there's a couple little advertisement stickers, talks about the Goodyear Endurance tires, the Azdel composite material. This is a fiberglass exterior, aluminum studded, foam block insulated sidewall attached to the upgraded Azdel composite material instead of the cheaper wood Luan backer. Now, down there's a little dump hose holder. That enclosed underbelly continues on back. You got the single entry step coming in, scissor jacks on the back, your spare tire holder on the back, mountain cover. This customer put the rear observation camera by Furrion on it. So you see that up there in the top center. And then right here, the other side of the storage area. Nothing super fancy there, but you kind of get the idea. There is a gray tank drain right down here. Again, you can get to the dump hose from this side too. Detachable 30 amp power cord right there. Cable inlet also right there. That slide out is a 12 volt powered Schwintek slide out or Lippert in-wall slide out it's actually referred to as. But let's hop up here real quick and walk up the staircase here, just kind of get you an idea. There is a solar panel there. Oh, one thing here to kind of point out, I kind of forget this sometimes on the smaller RPods. This fiberglass starts here, rolls on up all the way right on around. So that is basically like a one-piece fiberglass roof all the way down, guys, where typically it's seamed and everything, but you still have a whole bunch of holes in your RV roof. You got that, you know, little wing fin thing right there. You're gonna have your solar panel stuff, your TV antenna over there, skylights, plumbing stack vents. You got the AC over there. There's a roof vent cover over top of that maxi fan vent there. But you got a few different things up there. So it is very, very important to make sure you get up there from time to time and basically seal your roof and your seams and everything. Same thing around like your baggage doors and your, you know, any place they cut a hole basically, and around the top parts of your windows and stuff here. It is very, very important, you know, to make sure your seals and everything is maintained properly and kept up with. Your rubber gaskets and stuff on the slide outs, those sweeper gaskets and bulb seals and stuff, very important to kind of condition those every once in a while to make sure they stay soft and nimble so they can kind of fold in and out and seal up properly instead of just kind of drying out and cracking open over time if you don't maintain your stuff. Right down there, sewer outlet. Then you're going to have hot and cold low point water drains. Down there's the freshwater tank drain. You have your propane furnace exhaust right there. Black tank flush, city water inlet, and the gravity fill fresh water inlet all right here, along with our Suburban on-demand water heater located here. Now right here, guys, this is some very, very important informational stuff. So this right here basically tells me my production date. So this RV was pretty freshly made at the time of this video. It tells me this RV rolled off the assembly line 8/3 of 2026. model number 190. Gross weight of the RV, that's the most you're allowed to load it up to, axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined, do not exceed this number, 4,770 pounds. Tells me the RV was 20 feet 4 inches when it rolled off the assembly line. And looks like that was maybe a hair off when we started the video. 3,134 pounds dry. And then we got our tire size, ST 225 75 R15 E-range tire with an 80 PSI cold. And it is, again, extremely important to keep up with your tire pressure. Now, stepping back here, you can see, again, very rounded front end, nice sloped front end. So it's gonna be a little more wind aerodynamic for those smaller SUVs and stuff that people typically tow this type of RV with. Right down here is going to be your battery disconnect, your tire pressure monitor repeater. There's a little barcode on there because these new tire pressure monitor systems are app-based on a lot of these RVs now instead of coming with an actual screen monitor. So you got to download an app, you scan the barcode, create your account, and then sync your tires to that app. There is a little diamond plate going on right here. You have the battery hookup area. So you could do 1 or possibly 2 batteries depending on the size of the battery. It comes with 0 batteries from the RV maker. When you purchase from Couch's RV Nation, it comes with at least 1 battery in box. A single 20-pound propane tanks with a hard bottle cover. You're gonna have your power tongue jack with a light built in, manual override. There's heavy duty safety chains, 7-way Barberman wire and plug, breakaway cable, 2 5/16 hitch ball. There is also that little orange light right there. Now it's hard to see, but there is another orange light that goes right across here. It's much easier to see at nighttime, but overall a very cool, smaller, lightweight style travel trailer here, built by Forestriver RV. RPod is one of the most popular small units kind of built and shaped like this. They've been out for quite a while, have a pretty good following. Now, I just want to step in here real quick. I just want to kind of show you what it looks like with the slide closed. So when you're ready to close it, you're going to come back in here and hit the button. This slide out's pretty simple slide out. It's 12 volt powered. You push a button, it basically goes straight in, straight out. So you can kind of see it here working. And that's it. It's all the way in. A extremely skinny person might be able to fit through there. I'm not going to try because I know I'm not going to fit. But you can kind of get down through there a little bit, or maybe pass the grandbaby back through there or something like that. And then you can just hit the button and take it right on back out. Again, pretty simple, straight in, straight out kind of scenario here, 12 volt powered. Now, you can check these out, guys, at Couch's RV Nation. They are one of the largest internet discount dealers in the country. So if you are looking to save a lot of money and looking for a small RV like this, check out the folks at Couch's RV Nation, guys. One of the largest internet discount dealers in the country. Check them out. Thanks for watching.